Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to be searching for stellar deals for Marvel Legends action figures. So without further delay, without further ado, let's allow the frivolities and antics to ensue. Thus far, we stumbled upon a 5-pack of Marvel Legends action figures. Bear with me one brief moment. I just want to elicit my calculator. They're being sold for about $121 plus sales tax. So if you buy these figures, you're more than likely going to concede paying over $25 per figure. And unlike the $8 Toby's Marvel Legends action figures, they lack 32 to 40 points of articulation. Furthermore, they're devoid of build-a-figure pieces for meticulously detailed behemoths of a colossal 14 to 16-inch build-a-figure. Furthermore, their detailed sculpt, shadings, textures, and aesthetics are not on par with the Toy Biz Marvel Legends action figures. We have an action figure of Surtur, which stands about 13 inches tall, but the price is too steep, it's too cost prohibitive at $48.26 plus sales tax. So it's a definite pass, especially considering that sales tax is nearly 10%. I would be keen on buying this Dark Beast figure for under $10, but at $20 plus sales tax, you're better off with a NECA Aliens figure. We have figures of the Eternos. I just think that they're relatively lackluster relative to the $8 Toy Biz Marvel Legends action figures, so it's a pass on those as well. And if you have all the $8 Toy Biz Marvel Legends action figures, then you could usher in Jack-specific World of Nintendo action figures to your collection. Here we go. We have a Doctor Doom figure for about $15.38 plus sales tax, nearly $17. I do not need to cogitate over whether or not I will buy this figure because it's going to be a forgotten opportunity. It's very missed on my end to not buy a Doctor Doom action figure for around $17. No. I mean, I have the Toy Biz Marvel Legends Doctor Doom figure. He's more than likely scuffed, but that figure, in my opinion, trumps, supersedes, and eclipses this newer Doctor Doom figure donning the white cape. We have Doctor Strange, Crow, Maestro, Zombie Captain America, Thor, Loki, Thanos, Iron Spider-Man. That one actually caught my attention for almost 17 plus sales tax, nearly $19. I'm going to forgo buying it. Is someone offering it for a lower price? Oh well, you can get it for $13.44 plus sales tax as long as you meet the $25 orders threshold on qualified items that are eligible for that free shipping promotion. It's still a pass. This figure piques my interest the most, this Webman figure. Is he the antithesis of Spider-Man? He may be Doctor Doom in disguise or another character, or perhaps an iniquitous Spider-Man from another universe. I just think he's an alias for Doctor Doom, but I'm not 100% certain. I don't read the comic books. Is he a nefarious, villainous, iniquitous, sadistic, cunning, conniving, menacing character? Presumably. I'd be willing to pay a little bit more for this figure, just because the design is just so aesthetically appealing. This figure is truly novel We didn't get a Toy Biz iteration of it as part of the Marvel Legends line. But fortunately, he does have fisted hands. That's a redeemable quality. And he has 3 sets of interchangeable hands, including the ones that he is wielding. He does not have textured webbing. His webbing is painted on. It's not etched in to a sculpt. And I do believe that he does have a peg hole in his back. But I just cannot vindicate paying $23 plus sales tax for this Webman figure. I probably would have paid upwards of $14 as a grand total, post accounting for the sales tax charge. This is another figure that piques my interest. Here we go, $12.41. Never mind. I thought it'd be possibly $12.41 plus sales tax. At $12.41 plus sales tax to get this Iron Man figure new. This, variant of Iron Man. It's so unique that I would more than likely acquiesce to doing it, especially since he comes with 2-fisted hands. He comes with an armament, some blaster effects, so he could, discharge energy blasts at his adversaries. And he comes with 3 sets of hands that you can swap out to your own discretion. I do think that the blue contrasts Emily well with the black armor. It's definitely a radical design. It's definitely aesthetically appealing, unique, and a one-of-a-kind design. It looks like he's being energized internally. But for even $17.82 plus sales tax, almost $20. Lamentably, it has to be a pass. It's just too damn expensive. I love the blue seam lines between his armor pieces. I wonder if the seam lines are etched into his armor. It looks like they are. Here we go. We have Dormammu for $18.95 plus sales tax. That's a pass. So we're really trying to find Marvel Legends figures here for under $10. Hopefully we can encounter at least one stellar deal. The best deal we encountered thus far was for that Doctor Doom figure with the silver armor and the white cloak. We have Scarlet Witch for $23 plus sales tax. That's a pass. We have these 3.75-inch figures with scant articulation. I'd probably buy them if they were $1 each at most. Here we go. We have the Death Dealer figure. He comes with a Build-A-Figure piece. I thought he may be $12. No. At $17 plus sales tax. It's a pass. Oh wow, we have a Doctor Strange figure retailing for, I guess I should say being sold for $19.95 plus sales tax, used, or $11 plus sales tax, new. So $12 or $13. $12 if you get him used. Oh, it's not a Marvel Legends figure. I guess it's a part of the Marvel Studios line. I thought it was a part of the Marvel Legends line. Nonetheless, these Marvel Studios figures have details, sculpts, textures, and shadings on par with the Hasbro Marvel Legends figures. Only area that they're not on par with, when contrasted to the Hasbro Marvel Legends figures, is their articulation. Their articulation is very finite relative to the Hasbro Marvel Legends figures. He may have around 12 points of articulation in lieu of closer to 22 points of articulation. So he's a pass. The Toy Biz Marvel Legends Doctor Strange was superior, no facets. We have a figure of Arcade. Too bad he's not going for 15 plus sales tax or less. We have Jonah Jameson, the reporter. I'm not a fan of his new appearance. I prefer the classic, iconic, nostalgic appearance derived from the comic book. I'm not too much of a fan of movie figures. I always prefer their comic book counterparts. We have a figure of Hammerhead. He's a pass at $23 plus sales tax. You have a figure of the Beast, or the gray variant of Beast, at $20 plus sales tax. We have holographic Iron Man, retailing for, at this juncture, $22.40 for plus sales tax. He does come with a Build-A-Figure piece though, but even when you account for the Build-A-Figure piece, I just cannot warrant paying close to $25 for a single Hasbro Marvel Legends figure. You can army build these Vault Guardsman figures. This one's nearly 19 plus sales tax. This is a pass. Oh well, the Gray Gargoyle. This figure is subsumed under the Marvel Legends action figure line. At $11 plus sales tax for almost $13. This is the best deal we stumbled into thus far, and he does come bundled with a Build-A-Figure piece. For a Sentinel. The Kree Sentry. If it gives you any consolation, you could, I guess, defray the cost of this purchase by selling the Build-A-Figure piece for the Kree Sentry, so that hopefully his price point is closer to $10 on your end, or less post-selling the head for the Kree Sentry. You could probably retrofit that Kree Sentry head to a body of a 6 or 7 inch action figure if you're going to make a custom made action figure. It won't be an easy fit, but if you know how to customize action figures, then you could cobble together various Build-A-Figure pieces and parts derived from other figures, so that you can create an amalgamation that is your own creation of a custom-made action figure. So the Great Gargoyle figure that's retailing at this juncture for $11 plus sales tax, nearly $13, is the best deal we encountered thus far. Did I deem that to be an extraordinary deal? Well, I guess you could deem it to be a decent deal. You have a Hercules figure. I have some of the Hasbro Marvel Legends figures. When I would buy lots of Toy Biz Marvel Legends figures, the sellers would not allow me to cherry pick which figures I wanted to keep. So if I had that option to cherry pick which figures to buy in a lot, then I'd prefer to primarily only buy the Toy Biz Marvel Legends figures. But that's not the case. You're at the mercy of the seller. We have the Firestar figure for $20 plus sales tax. If you're an avowed Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends fan, then that figure will likely appease you. I'm wondering if there's another Marvel Legends figure being sold for around the price point of $10 plus sales tax, or slightly more. We have this Daredevil figure. I do like the attire. I think Daredevil is an ineffably epic, underrated character. We have Beast. I prefer the Toy Biz Marvel Legends Beast. He's more detailed. We have Thunderstrike for 17 plus sales tax. He's a pass. Sunfire. So, lamentably, much to my dismay, much to my consternation, much to my chagrin, much to my agony, much to my distress, much to my grief, we only encountered one figure that was around the $10 price point, which was the Great Gargoyle. The second best deal was the deal on Doctor Doom, who was donning the white cloak. But he's too expensive at $17, and the Great Gargoyle at almost $13. Is a decent deal, but you would have been better off buying the $8 Toy Biz Marvel Legends Silver Surfer figure that came bundled with the Howard the Duck figure, in which you're effectively paying $4 per Toy Biz Marvel Legends figure. Or you would have been better off buying the $8 Toy Biz Marvel Legends Deadpool figure that came bundled with the Dupe action figure, in which you're paying effectively $4 per Toy Biz Marvel Legends figure if you purchased any of those aforementioned figures that came bundled with an additional figure. So, if you're looking for high quality figures that are around the $10 price point, you can buy the World of Nintendo action figures, as well as the Sonic the Hedgehog action figures churned out by Jakks Pacific. You also can buy the Leonard Alien figures, the Leonard Predator figures, or the Avatar The Last Airbender McFarlane Toys figures. So you're not siloed, you're not pigeonholed into solely buying Marvel Legends figures. This Shang-Chi action figure is not a part of the Marvel Legends line, but if you need an action figure of Shang-Chi, I guess you can acquiesce to buying him for $10 plus sales tax. Although personally I wouldn't buy this figure for $10 plus sales tax. However, you're a pioneer of your own destiny, and how you choose to splurge with your money is up to you. So I hope that you found this video to be insightful and enthralling. We'll just see if we could find a deal at the last minute before we depart. We have Spider-Woman here. She's devoid of finger joint articulation, and she comes with figure pieces for Molten Man, I believe. His design is ineffably epic, but yet again, I wouldn't pay a premium price for Hasbro Build-A-Figure for Hasbro Build-A-Figures. So when I look at the sponsor listings, I'm still not stumbling upon any deals for Hasbro Marvel Legends figures that I believe warrant the asking price. We have the doppelganger Spider-Man figure, which is surprisingly being sold for close to 40 plus sales tax. So this is a definite pass. And nearly $44. Once again, I hope that you found this video to be informative. Too bad his etched lines are not painted black. I think that would have embellished him and enhanced him and augmented him. You want your figures to be highly refined in every facet. Once again, I hope that you deem this video to be engrossing. Have a blissful day. Goodbye.